Hey guys, how's it going? My name is David Nates and
Jonathan Coco. What's up, guys?
so this is a behind the scenes look at the author, the actress, and the Antichrist, which is a short trailer that we shot, 2 months ago?
Yeah, middle of December, right? We snuck in right before COVID got really bad again.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, this was a very interesting shoot, especially because of the whole pandemic thing.
Yep.
And basically the thing is that the first problem that we had was that we were actually trying to have a really, really legit production during a pandemic, which meant that everybody had to get tested.
30 people. It's 30 people. Three things with my hands, 10 times.
Yep, 30 people.
Give or take.
Which is pretty darn big.
Yeah.
And
We had, almost 10 actors, I think, at one point?
yeah, 10
No, actually,
actors.
I think it was 15 actors because you count the stunts.
Yes,
and stuff
yes.
like that, yeah.
But yeah, so once we got the casting done, luckily, thanks to our producer, Maël Otali, we were
Executive producer. I was the producer, too.
Okay, yeah. Executive producer. We were able to use one of his properties, and that was actually a big lifesaver because the actual trailer required a really big mansion.
Yeah, and his family happened to have a pretty nice villa in Beverly Hills, so
Yes.
it was nice enough to let us use it. Of course, he acted in it too,
Yeah,
and he provided the budget, which we won't say how much it was, but it was a significantly more amount than we're used to doing. So
Yes.
we were able to pay everybody this time, which was nice. Not a lot, and we made sure everyone got paid at least minimum wage, which is a fantastic thing to do because usually we have to beg for favors and stuff like that. But this time we got it all taken care of.
Yeah, and you actually went through your lawyers. We did it the correct way.
Yeah.
Which was actually a really good experience, and I think that for any indie filmmaker, it's very important to at least try to get to that point where you can actually deal with lawyers, because that's the reality of production. A lot of it, before even shooting, 90% of it is all paperwork. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's really a pain in the butt, and I had to I was on set, and then I was basically having to direct the crew, get ready to go, but then also making everyone sign paperwork at the same time, handing them cash and stuff like that. So it was an experience to say the least.
Yes, it was a very, very interesting experience, and then also the fact that we got a legit stunt coordinator, and we also got a bunch of stunt people for the fight scenes. That was also really cool because we were able to do a little bit of previs before the actual shoot, then actually have a little bit of choreography already before actually the actual shoot date, because sometimes we've been on action films where we were choreographing on the day of, and it's just not practical when you're dealing with 30 people, as we mentioned.
Yeah, and we had 2 months of pre-production for this, but we still should have had probably 4, because even though it's about a 3.5 minute trailer, we still shot 11 scenes in 2 days.
Yes.
Because to create enough content to actually have a trailer look like it was an actual feature, shot. So it still required an enormous amount of prep work, more than we're used to.
Which basically actually brings me to the topic of why did we decide to shoot a trailer and not a couple of scenes? So first of all, what you need to know about The Author, the Actress, and the Antichrist is that it's a feature film. So we wrote the script, Jonathan wrote the script, and with input from me and the executive producer, Maël Otali, we came up with this wonderful idea, wonderful story. But in order to pitch it to investors, we needed something to show them, because nowadays everybody's able to basically
write a
film
script.
something.
I mean, no one's gonna be like, here's 100 and something pages of black, of black ink on a page, stuff like that. No one's gonna want to read it, and to ask them to visualize it already is hard. But if you have something you can show them ahead of time, really, literally, it's just a trailer for the script. That's what it
Exactly.
really is.
In order for them to want to read the script, basically they have to watch the trailer. Maybe now we're working on a Bible, so we're going to be finalizing this very, very soon. By the time this video comes out, it'll be done already. But so first the trailer, then the Bible, and then if they're interested after seeing both of these, then they'll read the script. And so in order to basically film a 3.5 minute trailer, we filmed a bunch of scenes, because we realized that once we wanted to do a trailer, well, usually when you watch a trailer, a Marvel film or any movie that's going to come out in the theater, they basically already filmed most of it. So they're taking the best images in order to create something that's fun for the audience to watch.
Yeah, we wrote scenes that are not actually in the script.
Yeah.
But we did it to help condense down plot points and to make things more interesting. And then, and really, like, once we had the cast done, and because the guy we cast as the antagonist, Donnie the Antichrist, was so strong, we basically made the trailer about him, even though he's not the main focus of it. It's more about the two female protagonists and their journey from being enemies to becoming friends. But since we had someone who was just so high energy, we're like, let's do sort of like a Deadpool-esque kind of twist on the actual project. We made Winston the English butler even more important in it.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And also we wanted to showcase the fact that we want a multi-ethnic cast. This is very, very important to us. And also the fact that we have strong female leads.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm a straight white guy. Like, I am tired of seeing, of exploring those characters in my film. So I'm just going to make sure that every character I do is basically not me, so I can explore that a lot more. It's more interesting to me because I want to understand like what's going on in their heads. Because if it's a straight white guy, I get it. I know exactly what you're thinking.
So,
and if anyone's curious, like when you see what it looked like, there was about $250,000 worth of camera equipment, lights and everything, audio and stuff like that. In case you're wondering what it took for this to happen, that's how much important gear is essentially.
Yeah, because basically Jonathan owns 90.
Most of it. I mean, well, I get about I get about half. I put about half the gear, and we still have to rent some lights. Usually we shoot on Blackmagic Pockets, but this time we shot on a red Komodo.
Yeah.
Because we had access to one pretty cheaply.
Yeah.
We pulled in a few favors for that.
I mean, Mike as a DP basically hooked us up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a lot goes into it. I learned a lot doing it as well. It's a constant journey. You have to keep teaching yourself and pushing the boundaries. We used a production designer for the first time. A wardrobe person for the first time. Special effects makeup, which we've done before, of course, based on our previous work. But really, like, taking it to the next level. So I would have preferred to have like 5 more crew, I think, but we still had to limit how many people we had due to the pandemic. In fact, we had to turn away some people and recast because they didn't get tested in time. A few people had to get like last minute tested the morning of because they didn't have their tests in time. We really had to clamp down on it a lot.
But at the same time, what I did learn, let's say from having a 30-person crew with actors and all that, is that yes, it does simplify to a certain extent some things because now everything can be delegated to different people. But at the same time, getting everybody on the same page.
The direct.
Was
tough. We got it done though.
It does take basically 90% of it again happens in pre-production, and then once you're on set, you can relax a little more.
You just pray to the God, or in this case, you pray to the Antichrist. Actually, I shouldn't be saying that. You pray to whoever you want to believe in that it doesn't completely fall apart. I mean, one of the first things we shot, it was supposed to be the English butler serving the Antichrist ice cream, and the guy who was supposed to get the ice cream messed up and didn't get it, so then I had to change it to where he was feeding him chips instead, which ended up working better. So you never know. There's other things that you just have to basically be ready. And I wouldn't have been able to do it unless I had all the experience under my belt from years of doing it. Where I'm like, okay, I just gotta do it because we're not gonna have time.
And I'll say something that you've often said too, is movie making is about problem solving.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what it is, and the bigger it gets, the more problem solving you have to do. But hopefully, you have actually people who are qualified enough to actually be able to solve those problems in a better fashion than if you had less people. Which basically is what happened with this production, and I'm really glad that we kind of went bigger because it taught us a lot, and I think that it can only go bigger from now on. But yeah, anyways, I'm really glad that we got to make this, and there's a lot more that's going to be happening, a lot more that's happening behind the scenes, and it's looking very, very good for our future.
Very promising.
Yeah, very promising. We never want to curse things by talking too much about it, but anyways, this movie is about the devil, so maybe we're making a pact with the devil. Who knows?
I mean, I am the devil himself. So anyway, anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this little behind the scenes for our trailer. Please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave us a comment too. Let us know if you have any questions. I'm always answering all these questions, and Jonathan too. So we'd be glad to just hear whatever you have to say about even like whatever images I've put throughout this whole like BTS. Let us know what you think. If you like the costumes, you don't like the costumes, and maybe if you have any ideas and stuff like that, we're always glad to hear them. And that's it.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. Bye.
Bye.